Right. It always takes a second. Hello, everybody. It's time for some reading spring. So excited. It's a new year, new books, new challenges, new readathons, new friends. So why don't you ladies take a second to introduce yourself and then we'll go through the comments. Summer, do you want to start?
Yeah. So I'm Summer. I'm from the channel Seasons Readings. For usually what I like to read, I like romance, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, thriller, a little bit of everything. And tonight I'm going to be reading Zodiac Academy number 8. Listen, this is like the first book that I'm reading on my Kindle, so I don't really know how to like work it, so I don't know how to make it big, but like
There you go.
that's what it looks like. So it's the 8th book in the series. It's called Sorrow and Starlight. And basically the authors are just like beating up us readers. Like, oh, they're letting us have it. These characters are just going through it. So wish me luck.
No.
So when did you start this series? And it's fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Kind of fantasy romance or?
Yeah, fantasy romance for sure. It might be considered like urban fantasy a little bit because it has a little bit to do in like our world too. I started it back in, I think, October of not last year, like 22, but like October 2021. Yeah. I started it with my cousin and we like flew through it. It was something we were kind of like reading together. So it was really fun to like geek out with it, about it with her. But yeah, it feels like it's been kind of like a long series now. And we just found out there's going to be a 9th book when we thought this was the last one. So, and they're long books. I think this is like 1,200 pages. So it's going to take me a minute.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Elise?
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Elise, and this is the first reading sprints I've ever been on. So,
yay!
All sorts of nerves. But I am over on the channel A Virgo Rising Reads. It's fairly new. I started at the end of October, but today I will be reading The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. I got it as an e-arc from NetGalley months ago, and I'm really bad at procrastinating those arcs. So now that today's the pub day, I should really get it finished.
Nice. So obviously I'm Gwen. This is my channel. You're here. Hi, welcome. I'm going to be reading Just Married by Kristen Maudlin. I'm actually interviewing her for my podcast later this month. I'm so excited.
That's
and this
awesome.
is the last book that I own by her. Like I still have plenty of books to read by her, but this is the last one I own. So I was like, I can at least do that much, So I'm going to read this one. And I'm also reading it because I'm doing my Talk Bookish to Me 12-month reading challenge. And the January prompt is to read a book in an isolated setting. And this is about a married couple that goes on their honeymoon to a secluded cabin. So sounds secluded to me. So I'm very excited. And it's short. So maybe I'll finish it on sprints tonight. Like, who knows? But let's see who's joining us. Let us know what you're reading. Hey, Jessie.
Hi, Jessie.
Hi.
I'm excited for sprints too. I'm ready to keep this reading train moving. Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena.
The Last House on the Street by Diane Chamberlain, hoping to finish tonight. Hello. Ready for these sprints, reading and hopefully finishing Dead and Gondola. I got that for Christmas and I didn't, December is a crazy reading month. Like you just don't have time to fit in all the books. Because I'm very much a like seasonal and a mood reader. And I just wanted to get all those Christmassy books done. And I was like, maybe I can read it in January or February. But let's be honest, my TBR is already overflowing. It might just have to wait. But I really want to read it. So, good evening. 150 pages left of Spells for Forgetting. It's not action-packed by any means, but I'm enjoying it. Nice.
I'm excited for that one.
I've heard some good things. Yeah. So, hello. Yes, catch up on some reading. I don't know. You were flying through some books last night, Brent. I don't know. You were like, I'm at 150 pages and I just started this book. I was like, okay, I see. So I think you're doing just fine. Jessie. I say whichever one you're feeling the most. Miracle Creek tonight. Okay. I know Lena loves that one. Hey, how's it going? Yay. Yay, Gabby, you're here. Beth.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, rest up, girl. Self-care.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Ready for sprints tonight. I'm hoping to finish the rewind tonight. You'll have to let me know what you think. Making my way through the first couple Walking Dead volumes as a nice, easy start to the new year. That's a good idea. Love that. Agatha Christie's book of short stories, Midwinter Murder. Nice. I know you like Agatha Christie a lot, Katie. I see you reading her books a lot. Hey, Liv. Edit this wedding and get it done. Yes, girl, get it done. Hey, Jordan. I don't know if I want to read Nevermore. I have the audio on Libby, Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, or Wistress. Nevermore wasn't originally on my TBR, but then I got the audio. I know. Isn't that a struggle? You start putting all these books on audio on hold, and they're like, oh, it's waiting to come in. So you're like, okay, I've got time. And then all of a sudden, bam. And you're like, no.
I had 2 come in today on Libby, and I was like, I'm not ready for these yet. I had 2 weeks, and that's when I was going to pick them up.
You're like, space it out, people.
Yeah.
Does yours guys, like, can you delay that?
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
but I feel like, well, on mine you can, but I feel like I just don't do it. I'm like, it's a now or never thing. Either I'm just going to hope that I get to it in the time, or I return it because I know I'm not getting to it, because I don't like to hold up the next person.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm one of those people that returns it early, and the people are like, dang it, Gwen, I wasn't ready. Who knows? Who knows?
I love it.
Liv votes for Nevermore. Oh, nice. All the Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. Trying to get a workout in at some point. A workout for every book I read this year. That is so fun, Jordan.
Yeah, if that's how it works, I'm not going to be reading any books.
Well, I've hit my limit with 2 books, guys.
Yeah, oh, darn it.
No more reading for me.
No, that's actually smart, though. Like, that's a good, like, motivation. I like that.
Yeah. Especially if you have like a treadmill, you can just read while you're on the treadmill.
Listen,
Love
I can't do that though. I like.
Oh, really?
I don't know, I have a hard time reading when I'm on the treadmill.
Okay, well, what I would do on the treadmill is catch up on my watch later list of YouTube videos.
That is what I need to do because I am so behind.
I would get on that treadmill at the gym, and I would just turn on my watch later list, and next thing I know, it's like 45 minutes later, and I'm like, workout done. Like, let's go home. So I love that, Jordan. You should make a video about it. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Keisha.
Hi, Keisha.
First day back after break. Yes, always a tough one. Girl. Yes, you did. Recommend Nevermore. Yay, I'm so happy to be here. I'm reading The Last Flight. It has great reviews, but I don't think I've heard of it before. I have heard of that one before, and I've heard it's good. Behind the screen, enjoy someone else's reading sprints. Yes, thanks for joining, Jesse. Sprints are live. Hi, Danielle. Demon Copperhead. I've seen a couple people reading that one lately. Hello to all the friends. I know so many of my patrons are here. I love it. It makes me so happy. Close to finish Near the Bone. Okay. Daisy Darker. The Good Lion Liking It. Babel. Ooh.
I'm reading that this month too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are. Yeah. It makes me excited because I'm like, it's out of my comfort zone too. Should I read it or no? So I'm going to wait for all the reviews to roll in.
Yeah, that's smart. It's a big book, so.
Can't read on a treadmill either. Well, I would listen to an audiobook. I don't have like the physical book going.
I would do that. Yeah, I've done that a lot. Like when I go to the gym, I was like listening to 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒔𝒕. I don't have my gym membership anymore, but when I did have it, that's when I was listening to it. Yeah. But I was like walking on the treadmill at the same time that she's like walking the like 10,000 steps or whatever it is. So it was like perfect. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like
doing it with her.
Not really though.
That's so fun. A cycling bike, and I plan to get my audiobook listening in. Nice. Easily convinced to make content out of something I'm already doing. There you go. Aw, you guys, dear. Elise, your first sprints. Hope it's the
Thank
first of
you.
many. Yeah, Elise is going to join me for my January end of the month reading wrap up. And I'm so excited about that. So, hello, Jess. Okay, so let's do some reading sprints. That's what we're here to do. Let's see. What time is it? I need my. All right. So, do you guys want to read until like the top of the hour? That way we get a big chunk in. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about everything that we read and how we're liking our books and all of the fun stuff. So, let me get this ambiance going. Happy reading, everyone. Hello, friends. I was cracking up at the comments about the ambiance. So we got so cozy, perfect ambiance. Ooh, I love this ambiance. All the cozy vibes. And then, of course, the fire's burning so fast. The snow's falling too fast too. I was just like dying. And then I was like, is it too fast? And then I was listening. I was like, do I have it sped up or something? So I checked and I don't. And I tried to slow it down and it distorted. So sorry if that was too crazy for you guys. But we're sticking with this. I actually have the link to the ambiance if you want it in the description box of the video. I always try to put that in there, but so how did you guys do?
I made it to page, I think I read like 40 pages. I think I made it to like page 80 something. Dude, literally though, I'm like, I was like tearing up a little bit.
Oh,
Like, are you freaking kidding me with what is going on right now? Like, these authors are doing us so dirty. Like, if they were in the same room as me, slapping them. Oh my gosh. It's a lot.
yeah. So tell me a little bit about it, like the series as a whole, like the first book, because I really don't know anything about it.
Okay, so listen, it is like in desperate need of an editor. Like the writing is bad. These are self-published.
Okay.
It's pretty cringe, but I love the characters and the world because it's like so unique. And because there are so many books, you really feel like you're connected with it because you just have spent so much time with it. So you're following Tori and Darcy Vega, who like live in the human world. And when they turn 18, they find out that they're actually these like long lost princesses of this fae land called Celeria. And so they get taken to Celeria and they have to go to this school to kind of like learn how to like work their magic and like learn how this world works and stuff. And so they get to this school and there are 4 guys there called the heirs. And they're the ones who, when the Vega's family died and like Tori and Darcy were lost, these 4 guys were kind of like next in line for the throne. They're gonna like rule together. So they don't like Tori and Darcy and they like bully them relentlessly. And it's like a bully romance, but there's like tarot and crystals. Like the whole entire magic system is based around star signs, and I don't know. It's really cool. It's very unique.
It sounds very unique,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
fun.
wonder, I mean, it seems very popular. And
Yeah.
I've seen them in Barnes and Noble. So do you ever think that they're going to like go back and be traditionally published?
I really hope they do because then they could actually get like some editing. Like there's so many like spelling errors and like, not that I'm even really great with that kind of stuff, but if I'm even noticing it in writing, you know it's bad. So I don't know. I think it could be really nice if they got them like republished and stuff. Plus I think getting new covers would be really nice too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the covers are distinctive, but I think they could do so much better.
yeah. Oh, they could make them so pretty. I think I saw like a special edition and it was like someone had made fan art and had like sprayed edges. Oh, it was beautiful. So I'm like, I know there's potential there.
Summer's like, I've got a few ideas. You just gotta.
I wish I was that good at that style of art.
So what about you, Elise? How's your reading? How's the villa?
It's good. I got another only about 5% in. I don't know if you saw, it was starting to nod off a little bit. The fire crackling in my ear and I'm comfortable in my chair. But no, it's good. There's a lot of points of view because it's dual timeline. So there's the present, there's what happened in the past at the villa because there was like a murder, but we don't know the specifics of it yet. But then there's also kind of the storyline of the book that one of the people in the past wrote. So it's like we're bouncing around between all these different, and so I was kind of in the midst of that and I'm like, oh boy. So, but yeah, I'm 43% right now. So kind of hoping something happens because I feel like it keeps building and building and building. So I'm waiting for something to excite me.
Yeah. I'm going to be reading that in March. That's Jesse's Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick.
Oh yeah.
March, and her and Jordan are reading that. So I'm going to be joining. I'm actually going to pick it up next week from the bookstore, though, I think. I was wondering if Book of the Month was going to have it because they've had some of her books in the past, but then they didn't. So I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
guess I'll buy it myself.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't because, yeah, like the last two I think that they've had.
Yeah. All right, let's get through let me tell you about my book real quick. So I made it to page 48, 22% in, because like I said, it's a short one. It's basically just setting it up. It is told in dual POV, so you get the husband's perspective and the wife's perspective. And I guess they've been married for like 6 months. Well, I guess they dated for like a short period of time, and then he proposed, and then they got married, and they've been married for 6 months, and now they're taking their honeymoon because he was busy at work. She was kind of doing her thing, and they've kind of just now had time to do it. So they go to this cabin that he's kind of set up and everything. It's secluded, and they immediately get there and like grab bottles of wine and go to the hot tub. And they're out there for what seems like all day and all night. And then they go to get back into the house, and the door's locked. And the way it's like built, the cabin is built into the mountain. They can't, like, the porch where they are is like, if they jump off, it's like, it's a drop. Like they might hurt themselves, and it's pitch black outside, so they can't really see. So she's like, we're just going to have to hang out on the porch tonight. We'll go, like we'll figure out a way down in the morning, because they have a key passcode to get in the front door. So they're like, okay, so they sleep overnight. And then the next day they're kind of looking at things like, okay, how are we going to get down? She's trying to use his sunglasses to like pick a lock. And he's like, don't do that. And she's like, but what else are we going to do? Because you're going to fall. You're going to hurt yourself, And next thing you know, door's not locked. It's just open, they just open it, and it's open, and they're like, oh, maybe it gets stuck, And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I don't care how drunk you were. The door, someone's messing with y'all.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I am.
That sounds so good. Oh my gosh.
So fun setup so far, but I think people are going to be dying, and I can't wait. All right, so let's see. Those logs are going to burn through before the end of this sprint. Like I said, dying at the comments about the ambiance. After 50 years of reading, I found some new works by Agatha Christie. What fun. Hey, Kendall. Forgot about the sprints, but you made it. Hello. Editing instead of reading. It's a balance. Some days you read, some days you have to edit. Hello. Hey, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Trying to corral the kiddos for bedtime, but wanted to say hello. Thank you for stopping by. Yay! I'm so excited. So last night she was on, just like in the comments of Jesse's reading sprints, and she said, I may watch a movie. And everybody was like, well, what are you going to watch? And she was like, well, I'm thinking like Baby Girl Interrupted. And I'm like, it's one of my favorite movies. You have to watch it. And she did, and she loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. The book, Kendall, though, not as good. So just let it go with the movie. Hello. The newest book by Darby Kane, The Last Invitation. It's 400 pages. Going quick, short chapters, 2 POV. Nice. Hey, Julie. Get her food. The overnight guest. Nice. Eating dinner, starting to edit my 22 books recap video that's going up Friday. I can't wait to see that, because I'm considering doing that too, Keisha. So I'm going to see how you pull that off. 50 pages, got to 194. Ooh, I love that when you get to that part. Oh, Jesse, why didn't you tell me your star rating? I didn't realize I didn't have that much left writing my review. I hope you liked. I'm hoping for 4 or 5 stars. Started Zodiac Academy a couple weeks ago. Such a long series. Yeah, and like you said, they just announced number 9.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, like, you can't make it 9. You have to go for 10. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, no, we can't.
I don't like the odd number though.
I can't. Well, there's also like in between books too, though. So like technically, there are probably like between 10 and 12. But
Oh, really?
yeah, there's like the first book from the boy's perspective that I'm not going to read, and I think
Yeah.
there's like little
Like novellas.
yeah
or,
novellas, yeah,
or whatever.
that I'm probably not going to read. I just like listen. These books are so fun. They're so good. They're like a little bit of like a guilty pleasure read for me. But it's just so nice to be able to like go back into the world and stuff. But at the same time, I'm just like pissed. I just these characters have just been going through it. I don't know. I'm just my cousin Allie, the one that read them with me when we first started them. She straight up told me, she's like, I'm just gonna let you read it and you tell me if I should pick it up.
So she
she's like,
stopped?
yeah, she's like, I might be done. She's like, I'm done with these authors. And I'm like,
Oh no. So was it 2 authors that write or?
yeah, I think it's 𝒎𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒔 and Caroline Peckham or something like that.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I'm very interested. 20 pages. Nice. Have the second on my TBR shelf. Good. Well, you can talk to Summer all about it when you read them. Oh, Nevermore. Ooh, love that. When there's
I
like
need
it's
to read that.
produced, when it has like music and like ambiance and audiobooks. I love that. Have either of you read that Nevermore? It's
No,
like
but
a
I've
middle
heard
grade.
really good things about it. I think that's what I got Gabby for Christmas. I think that was the book that I got off of her.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember though, because that's like middle grade and it's kind of like Harry Potter vibes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard really good things about it.
Yeah, I've only read the first one, but it was fun. Ooh, Zodiac book number 6.
Nice.
Emotional damage is real.
Yeah, literally.
And then they agreed that the editing could
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah.
That's always a shame. Like, okay, I'm a perfectionist. Okay. I mean, I'm an over perfectionist. Like, I will not sleep, not eat, not take a shower, ignore my responsibilities until I'm working on a task and it's as perfect as I can make it. So I cannot imagine these like tomes of these books and
Yeah.
not sending it out into the world without like 50 of my closest friends reading through this book and looking for spelling errors,
Right.
punctuation errors. Like, I don't know. Like,
My other thing too is in kind of like urban fantasy type books, a lot of the time they'll make like references to like songs or something. Like
Mhm.
I was listening to Roar by Katy Perry in my like AirPods while I was running. Is that even a Katy Perry song? I don't remember. Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah.
but like they'll say like a pop culture song or something, and I'm like, I'm in this fantasy world, and I like that there's like cell phones and stuff. In this one, it's kind of like modern day, but I'm like, have cell phones, but like I don't want to hear the music that you're listening to. I want like made up stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like there was just a character mentioned, and they said that he had like Disney tattoos, like a sleeve of Disney tattoos. I'm like, I don't want to hear about Disney in Zodiac Academy. Like, you know, I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm like, leave
Yeah.
that
Just tell me
stuff
he has a
out too.
sleeve of tattoos. I don't need to know what they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some books that pop culture like fits in better with and
Yeah.
some that it doesn't. And it sounds like maybe this one doesn't.
Yeah.
And then even ones that do like pop culture does fit into books. I feel like there's a fine line. Throw
Yeah.
some in there, but like I don't need every possible 90s reference ever in the history of man.
Yes.
Because like I lived through it. I know, you know, like I don't need it. And then, you know, people 50 years from now, they really don't want to know all that. They really don't, you know?
No. And I just feel like it kind of like takes you out of the story a little bit because you're reading for an escape. And then when you get reminded of like real life things too often like that, I don't know. It just is something that bugs me. But
Especially because it's like kind of fantasy.
if it's fantasy, it does not work in this book. Like if it's like a romance book or something like contemporary, I'm fine with it. It's fine. But
Yeah, interesting. Finished editing, pick up a book. Ooh. Okay. Sounds like a cozy. You really enjoyed the villa? Good to
Oh,
know. Oh, I didn't. Oh. Oh my goodness. I didn't get mine today. Didn't Summer, do you have book of the month?
I don't.
Do you, Elise?
I
Did you
do.
get
Oh,
your
yeah.
box?
I did not order anything
Oh,
for
okay, you didn't
January.
pick. I was really hoping, like, day after the holidays, I was going to get my box. No, I didn't. I was disappointed.
Oh.
Mm.
Was
But
it
that's
supposed to be
fine.
delivered today?
I don't know. I don't track it. I
Oh,
just was
okay.
hoping. You know, I don't have time to track, Elise, okay? I was just crossing my fingers. 35 pages read, dead and gone to law. So much Agatha Christie talk, and I'm here for it.
That's awesome.
Okay. Let's see. What books did you pick this month? 18 pages left of Near the Bone. Nice. Yeah. I don't know. Don't add it to the cart yet, Gabby. It's good so far, but you have to wait until you hear my December reading wrap up, which comes from my patrons on Friday, because I read another book by this author. And am I going to remember it in like 3 months? No, I'm not. I'm not going to remember any of the details, but 5 out of 5 stars. It was so freaking entertaining. I could not put it down. And that's what I love thrillers for. I just want to read it and blow through it because I can't put it down. And I don't care if I remember it a month from now. I enjoyed it while I read it. That's the vibe that I'm looking for. Is that shallow? Maybe, but welcome to my life.
That.
You know? So, yeah, the execution falls flat. Never stopped me from getting more of her books because I get sucked into the plot. Exactly. Are they masterpieces? Absolutely not. I got 3 actually. I got What Lies in the Woods, The Reunion, and A History of Odd Places. Already read it, but wanted to own my own copy. That's what she got from Book of the Month. Same guy, same. Yes. I can't wait. Well, the prologue actually, it's talking about, it didn't name any names, so you never know how it's going to fit into the story, you know, but it talked about there's a knife, he's following her up the stairs, he stabs her in the chest. So I'm like, who is this? What's happening? Looking at Barnes and Noble. Yeah, I'm going there next week in person with some friends. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm like, what books do I need to get? We're going on the 10th because I know that's a big release day. So I'm very excited. Bookish related things totally counts. What Lies in the Woods and added A Flicker in the Dark. Yes. 4 stars, rated higher if I read more nonfiction. I don't really have anything to compare it to. Maybe yeah, that's awesome to have it as 4 stars for not reading nonfiction. Okay, question for you, Summer.
I don't know, Liv. If you can get past like the bad writing and stuff and like some of the cringiness, and like listen, it's also like a tiny bit problematic. But like most like dark romance kind of stuff is. Maybe it's not dark romance, but like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I don't know if you would, but if you have Kindle Unlimited, all of the books are on there. So you could just like pick up the first one, see how you like it. I don't know. I want to say you might not, but also I didn't really think that I would maybe like something like this as much as I do. So
yeah. Got to take a chance.
I don't know. Maybe try it.
The authors for Zodiac are sisters.
Oh.
They're nicknamed the Twisted Sisters for
obvious
reasons.
Sounds about freaking right. Oh my God.
Makes the world less believable.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I agree. Funny. I agree.
No, literally, I'm like, why did that even need to be mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah. The filler was kind of a miss for me, but it wasn't as bad as Reckless Girls.
See, I liked Reckless Girls like a lot, so I had high hopes for this one.
Yeah. It's so hard now that Book of the Month is sponsoring me. I almost always spoil the choices too early. Oh, I didn't get an email saying mine was going to be delayed. Okay. Hopefully it makes it here tomorrow. I'll let you know, Kathleen. Not far out, like an hour and a half away from you. Shouldn't be that much further. Yay. All right. Oh, that would be fun to see.
Oh, my heck.
I wonder if someone's gonna like throw the book.
I'll just like have them be like hitting them with their books. Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's time for another reading sprint. I'm turning back on this super fire and super snowstorm, you guys. What time is it? Okay, so do you guys just want to go to the top of the hour again? It's 20 after. Okay, sounds good. I'll turn back on our raging storm and fire. Hello, my friends. So, how did you do? How's your book, Elise?
It's good. I was hoping for something to happen, and stuff is kind of starting to happen.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What about you, Summer?
I made it to page 124, so I'm officially 10% through the book now.
Yay!
I know. I don't know. One thing that I do have to say about this book is it's really nice. It's just picked up exactly where the last one left off, and it's like action from the get-go. So there's been a lot happening. It's been very entertaining, but just kind of hard to read some parts of it. But
yeah, well, that's good. We love action.
yes.
I thought this comment by Jessie was hilarious. I was dying. But my book's going good. Crazy, but good. I made it to chapter 11, page 86. So it's not like fast-paced. It seems like there's a lot of downtime, but there's a lot of weird things happening. So very interesting. And I just found out like this one part. I was like, oh, so I think it's gonna start getting even crazier.
You have me so intrigued. I'd never even heard of that book, and I like have to read it now.
It's so a lot of her books are probably on Kindle Unlimited. Like you'll have to check.
Yeah.
I don't have Kindle
Yeah.
Unlimited, but very interesting. Yeah, everybody was cracking up. If that fire needs kindling, comfort me with apples. Poor Summer.
Stop. Well, okay, wait. Who just read that book?
I did.
You did? Okay, and you didn't like it.
No. I was going to try to say, well, okay, here's the thing. I don't like weird books.
Okay.
I don't like weird books.
That's fair.
Right. Like Bunny.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. Okay. I don't like weird books. But I've been hearing so many things about this book, and I was like, I think it's just going to be my last book so I can get to that nice even number by the end of the year. Let me listen to it. And I don't typically only listen to books, like on audiobook. I like to have the physical book, and then I can, read along as it's the audiobook's playing, or just read. I barely ever just listen to an audiobook. So that might have had something to do with it. But I was expecting, everything seemed very obvious to me in that book. And I just thought, I was expecting like a twist. So
wait, so you like saw the ending coming?
Well, I mean, not like everything, but it was pretty clear what was happening to me.
Well,
Really?
Yeah. I think it was like,
and so I was so sure it was going to be a twist. I was messaging Keisha, and I was like, okay, here's my theory. And I laid out my theory for her, and she's like, interesting theory. But I love theorizing about books with her. But I thought my theory would have been so much cooler. But so I was just this whole time, I'm like, okay, this is obvious, so it can't be that. And then it was that, and I was like, okay, so I don't get it. Like what?
Oh, see, like I was just
So
like along
you
for the
guessed
ride.
it?
I loved the ending. Yeah, I'm like, I could have never guessed the ending. Wait,
Me
Elise, so
neither.
you read it, right?
I have. I loved it.
Okay. I'm glad somebody else likes it. So far, everybody else is like, no. So you like weird books then?
I do.
Okay, good.
See, I think if you like weird books, you'll like it. And if you don't like weird books, or I heard it was weird, number one, but I was willing to give it a shot because it's only it's super short.
Yeah.
But I was expecting more.
Yeah, I could see that. It's kind of more of like a quiet, because like it's technically a horror book, so it's kind of like a more quiet, soft horror book.
Yeah.
But I think I liked it because of that. But I can get where you're coming from though, for sure.
Yeah, and it's only been about, I think this is going to be my third year really delving into horror. Like I've never been like a horror girly,
Yeah.
And so I've been, over the last couple of years, been trying out different types of horror, like different genres within horror. And like this weird, whatever you call this, I don't really like it. Like I know I don't like cosmic horror. I know I don't like, there's certain things that I don't like, but I think I love cozy horror, which is everybody's like, that's not really horror. And I'm like, no, it is. Don't be bashing it.
I like can't even think what book is cozy horror that you've read that you liked?
I don't know if it would be cozy because I'm not good at classifying things, but I think like Rachel Harrison
Okay.
is a
That's
good.
what I've heard.
Because I'm like, that's a subgenre of horror that I like have not explored and I would like to. So
I've only read one
Okay.
book by her,
Okay.
but I'm hoping to read 2 more very, very soon. So,
Okay.
and I'll be caught
Well,
up.
I'm adding to my TBR for sure.
Yay. Okay. Oh yeah, I think Jessie picked this up from the library today. Comfort Me with Apples.
Okay.
So I am
No, I won't.
dying. I do not think she is gonna like it at all. Not only do I not think she's gonna like it, I think she's gonna be so confused.
Oh no.
I love you, Jessie, but she's gonna be like, "What happened?"
Jessie, keep us updated.
Spicy take. What would everyone throw in the fire? Mine would be Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Don't come for me. Too much trauma dumping for this trauma therapist. Oh, I didn't know that about you, Kathleen. So anybody want to throw a book in the fire?
It by Stephen King.
Ooh, okay. That's a
I
good
could
one.
see
That would
that.
keep you warm for a long
It
time.
would.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. The whole book or just a part of it?
You know, there were like a couple of parts of the book that I liked, but for the most part, I was like spite reading it.
Spite
'Cause
reading.
I was already so far in that I was like, I can't DNF it. Because Gwen, I'm not like you. I'm like, if I'm in the book a certain like percentage, I just have to finish it, you know?
Yeah.
So I kept the book though on my shelves because I'm like, this is a trophy. I earned this. I read the whole thing. But yeah, especially the ending. Terrible. Like, what was that? You know? Anyway.
Right.
Never read it. No interest. It
Don't
would take
waste
me.
your time.
It would take me 6 months. I
It took
can't.
me a year.
I
Yeah.
thought the movie was way better.
Oh, the movie's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love them. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Do you have a separate book you'd throw into the fire, Elise?
Ugh.
I know it's
I
such a hard
mean,
question,
it is because like in my mind, I'm like, I couldn't imagine doing that to a book.
right? Because I think like there's a book that if it's not for me, there's someone out there that loves it,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
But I'll go ahead and toss something into the fire. The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. It's a
Okay.
children's book.
Oh.
It was not entertaining. And I feel like it was written in the 70s. I mean, it's Ray Bradbury, 70s. I should have known that it was going to suck. But if I would have got that book as a child, my teacher was reading to that in class or something, I would have not been a reader. I would have been like, no, books suck. Like, absolutely not. So we can't have books like that out in this world, you know? So I'm just going to toss it into the fire.
I love it.
Yeah.
I guess if I had to pick one,
Huh?
it would be one that I recently tried to read
Ooh.
and I DNF'd it at like 54%, I want to say.
Oh wow.
And it's one that most people have said that they like.
Uh-oh. I wonder if I said I liked it.
No Exit.
I loved No Exit.
I love No Exit too. It's like
Oh
one of
my
my all-time favorite thrillers of all time. But
Yeah.
I get it. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't like a book. There's other people
Yeah.
that love it. So
What
that
like
is
wasn't
my
working
point.
for you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't care for the actions of the main character. Like, I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? But for me, it was the man in the van just like ripping farts. And they called him the farty man or whatever. I'm like, is this necessary?
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
forgot
okay.
about that.
Yeah. And it
That's
happens more
funny.
than once too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I
But
think
I mean,
there's
and
things
that,
that stick out.
yeah, that happened like not too far into the book. And like I said, I gave it more than 50%.
Mm-hmm.
But so if I had to pick one, I'll say that one.
Well, I will rescue it from the fire.
You gave it a fair shot. I
did.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did.
54%,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I loved the actions of the main character in that one because I feel like in like thriller books, they're all like, oh my gosh, this thing's happening. Let's just like sit over here and talk about it for the entire book. But she was like, no, I'm doing something about it. Even though like Would I do that? What she did? No. Gwen would be hiding, okay?
Yeah.
Gwen would be walking through the snowstorm to get out of there. But which is also stupid. But yeah, I was like, yes, she's doing something. She sees the child. I'm gonna try to get the child out. Loved that. All right, let's see where we are with the rest of these comments. The Honeymoon by Rana How Saul. This is the worst book and I hated it. Did I know that? Yeah, I'm like, okay, good. I don't even know what book that is. Yay. I'm glad you finished. Workout done. Nice. I know. So you'll probably love the villa. Let's see. Hello, Melissa. Same. I hope we all love it. Hey, Elizabeth. Full Immersion by Gemma Amore. I heard someone compare it to Ian Reid. Ooh, that does immediately intrigue me as well. I'm going to have to look that up. Full Immersion by Gemma Amore. Okay. Yep, everybody's like, immediately add to list. Ooh. Yes. Okay, good. All right, Jessie, you're flying through the books now. 6 of 12 short stories, star ratings from 5 stars down to 3 stars. 2 chapters of The Book Eaters.
That one sounds good.
Hated Bunny, but felt guilty liking Comfort Me So Much. Cackle was cozy horror, and Laura said it was too. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't read that one, though.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. I'm going to read it in January. I'm excited. Yes, you have to. I would love to see a reading vlog of that 90-page book when you're sitting there the whole time going, so I'm on page 90 and I have no idea what happened. I know. Shocked. Everybody's like, oh, you have a buddy.
Okay, thank
you. Yes, the movie though. Can we toss that into the fire? I didn't think the movie was that bad.
I'll have to watch it.
I think that I tried to watch it and I was having too much anxiety. Like I liked the book, but like if I'm seeing it, it was too much.
Yeah, it had been a while since I've read the book because I read it pretty much when it first came out. Okay. I got it from Book of the Month. And so I read it pretty much when it first came out. So obviously it had been years since the movie came out. So, and I had never reread it. I am curious if I should reread it though at some point, but I'm scared to go back and reread it. But
it's intense.
Yeah. But I didn't hate the movie. Hairpin Bridge was kind of terrible. It wasn't like 1-star terrible, but it wasn't great. Save No Exit and toss Hairpin Bridge. Yes, exactly.
Compromise. There we go.
Did any of you guys read Hairpin Bridge?
No, I heard terrible things about it.
Yeah, it's about it's like 2 sisters, and I think one of them committed suicide or something. So she's going to the bridge to kind of figure out what happened with her sister. And it's just kind of like repetitive and unbelievable, but there were cool elements to it also, but it just wasn't as good, like nowhere near. But maybe you would love this one, Elise, because you did like No Exit.
Maybe.
So who knows? The movie did that book a serious injustice. They should be ashamed of themselves. Aww. Yeah, what's that one called, Jessie? I am nervous, but I'm going to read it because I have to. I'm like, you can have another awesome book like No Exit, but you never know. Anyway, we're called up on the chat. Let's see what time it is. Okay, so it's 15 after. Do you guys want to go to the top of the hour or is that too late? How are you feeling?
I'm down for whatever.
I'm down for whatever too. Yeah.
All right. So we'll probably do that. We'll do one more sprint, a nice long 45-minute, get as far as we can in our books, and then we'll come back and say goodnight and all of that fun stuff. The last word, set to release in April. That's the new one. Yep. It's on my list. All right. See you guys at the top of the hour.
We only have 2 more minutes left. We're about to go live in a second though, so I just this is not the book I should have picked to read on a freaking live stream. Is that Academy number 8? I think Darius is actually done.
Is it the main character?
I know, I'm concerned.
Okay, ladies. It sounds weird.
It's
I have no idea.
Do you still hear it?
Do I sound weird when I talk? No, I
Was
sound
it me?
Maybe.
okay. You sound normal, Gwen.
Okay. I was like, what's happening? Are we
Yeah.
having an alien invasion? Yeah, I think so. I think it's you, Elise. It's fine.
Do I sound better now?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. We'll let you figure it out. I just thought aliens have invaded. I'm like, what is going on? Let's go through the comments and then we'll wrap up with our thoughts about our books. Let's see. I'm going to finally read this time. Did you though, Keisha? Did you though? Let's see. I'll hold you to it. I did get a video edited and plan a readathon in the meantime, so I wasn't unproductive at least. Fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's gone, but I'm glad she joined. Thank you so much. All right. We all want to know, Keisha, what's the progress? I know. That's what I said. I loved it. I was just like, is it coming from me? You don't know, where it's coming from.
Great. I feel like I'm always the one with a technical difficulty in these lives, so I'm like, it's probably me.
Yeah. Maybe the AirPods. Who knows? Oh, she's an avatar. I love it. I love that movie. 69 pages. Very nice. Keisha. I'm dead. Yes, I understand the distraction. I love it. We knew she was an alien. Oh, so I didn't know that AirPods affect it. Thank you. Thanks for hosting out. Of course. Made it to 59% into all the dangerous things.
Wow.
Curious how you're feeling about it so far, Jessie. Now that you maybe have more details. I know. Wow. We love you, but it's okay. Okay, so how did you ladies do for the night?
I have to check again. I made it to page 161. We got like a small win, so there was like a little bit of brightness in this depressing book. My feelings
very
are
small.
the same, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's rough, but it's good. I feel like I'm just reading really fast on this Kindle. It's so easy just to like tap and just like skim read and just be going, you know? So
nice.
I feel like I'm making really good progress, and I'm definitely like really wanting to keep reading, so that's good. But yeah, same feelings. I'm sad.
Aw, and you have your cat there to keep you
Yeah,
company.
I know.
Though.
Yeah, I have Markle.
Oh, like don't look at me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Okay. Interesting. Okay, so what about you, Elise? If you can talk, you want to give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or
Is this
Oh.
no?
Mm-mm.
I love it though. Well, how's your book? Okay, let's see how it is now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about mine. Okay, so I made it to chapter 16. And it's interesting. I'm wondering, like, what's this other bit gonna be? Because I guess what I thought was gonna happen has already happened. So I'm like,
Oh.
so what's this portion? So I'm very intrigued. I don't love this one as much as I loved the reunion, which is the one that I read in December. That one was just like super fast paced, unput downable. It was a past and present timeline. And in the present timeline, where things are happening, it did that like end of chapter cliffhanger thing that I love. And I was like loving it. But this one's good. I really like it. I'm just like, what is going to happen? So we shall see.
Yeah.
what about now?
No, I'm sorry. It's okay. So anyway, I just wanted to say, if you disconnect, here's what she says. I don't know. It's kind of not worth it. Do you think, Elise? Yeah, she's like, I'm cool. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you both for joining me. Thanks for everybody in the chat. I had so much fun. I definitely want to try to do these like maybe once a month. So if you guys want to be on again, let me know. But everybody have a great night, and we'll see you guys again. Check out their videos. Their channels are linked down in the description box. And also that Roaring Fire linked in the description box. All right. Bye, friends.
Good night.